athletes and fans of bodybuilding, Tarek Ogindi with the Mr. Olympia. I'm actually with the Mr. Olympia, Derek Lunsford, and my co-host, Olympia TV, Bob Chicarello. Derek, you were brought to the stage as the ambassador of the sport that you represent, and you are the leader to speak in front of the mayor of Las Vegas, the city commissioner, and to represent all the athletes. What does that mean to you?
Hey, this is a special moment. I mean, every year we're making history, and today we just made history again, receiving the key to the city from Las Vegas. So, you know, I say it all the time. It's like whoever's the Mr. Olympia has to carry the torch, and that person, I would like to think, carries that torch strong. And I'm just trying to do the best of my ability to do that, and I'm just honestly grateful and thankful and honored to be able to be here and be part of it. So, you know, this is just one example of whenever I say being Mr. Olympia is life-changing, this is just one example of that.
Bob, there can only be one Mr. Olympia, and it's such a great honor that when you have an event where you bring the mayor of Las Vegas, world-renowned city, to give you the key, you bring the man himself to receive the award.
As it should be. Listen, Derek's got a lot on his plate right now. He's the reigning defending champ, and with that, you carry a lot of responsibility, not just on the stage, but off as well. You do a great job of it. You've always been well-spoken, always a great ambassador, and as Mr. Olympia, you've only elevated that up even more. But my question to you, Derek, is real simple, okay? Forget about the mayor, forget about the ambassadors and all that kind of stuff. There's only two words that you want to hear on that stage this year, my friend. What are those two words?
And still.
And still. That's what we're looking for. Will Derek repeat? He's got his hands full, bro, but one thing's for sure. History will be made on the Olympia stage. And how important is it for you, Derek, to not only capture your second Olympia and defend the title, but being the winner on the 60th anniversary of the Olympia just adds even more.
Hey, believe me, I'm not getting caught up in the smoke and mirrors and all the excitement of these other things that are going on off the stage. It's very important to me, like I said, to carry the torch strong and be a part of these events. And I'm very honored to be here doing these things. But at the end of the day, this is a physique competition, and you have to bring your best. And I know these guys are coming. And as I was saying earlier, the way I used to look at bodybuilding was super competitive. I want to beat this guy. I got to beat that guy. Now I realize that the competition is simply holding you accountable for you to be your best. And that's what I realize now as the champion, is that it's not that I have to beat this guy, I have to beat that guy. If anything, they have to beat me, being the current Mr. Olympia. So I just have to be the best version of myself. I have to beat last year's version, and that's what I plan to do. Even though all of the traveling and these events that we have going on this year, I feel like I've been able to make really strong improvements going into this now 15 weeks out from the Olympia.
Tarek, you did a great Olympia battle with the champ and two great challengers in Samsons and Nick. How did the champ weather the storm, in your opinion?
I got to give a lot of credit to Derek Lunsford, because he was picking on those guys. From the car to the gym.
That's great.
He positioned himself as the champion, and he told the other two guys, you guys are fighting for third or second or whatever. Listen, I got to give him credit. He got it straight out of the textbook of Arnold Schwarzenegger. He positioned himself as the champion, and a lot of them were looking at like, why doesn't he want to play with us? And Derek said, because you guys are not at my level. And listen, a lot of people said, well, Derek needs to fight with Nick and fight with Samson and take off his shirt. Derek positioned himself as the Mr. Olympia. And listen, he's going to the Olympia stage carrying the title. We'll see what happens, but Olympia battle was fantastic. I commend him, Nick Walker, and Simpson Dauda. They brought it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mr. Olympia has been well represented for years. Serge Oliva, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Ronnie Coleman, Lee Haney, Phil Heath, Jay Cutler, Dexter Jackson. Today, the man that represents the sport is Derek Lunsford. My name is Tarek
And still,
the Mr.
Olympia champion.
Derek Lunsford and the host, Bob Chicarello. We'll see you next time.